back to my channel. My name is Tori. If you're new here, this little one is Delilah, and today we are going to be showing you some Thanksgiving desserts. This video is in collaboration with a few of my really good friends here on YouTube. We have our fabulous host Tamra over at Southern Wife Everyday Life. Big shout to you. Thank you so much for hosting. We have Kat over at Southern Farm and Kitchen, always giving me a laugh. And then finally, we have Sammy, sweet Sammy, over at Managing the Maze. We've all become super close. Make sure you check out the playlist. I will drop the playlist link down below along with all of their channels. Make sure to go ahead and check all of that out. We are bringing you some appetizers, some mains, some sides, and some desserts. We thought this would be a fun and friendly collab to do for the season. If you are new here, we would love it if you stuck around and became part of our YouTube family. My name is Tori. I am a wife, mother of two, teacher. So we live in beautiful northern Colorado, and we like to make videos on our budget-friendly lifestyle, all of our fun Colorado adventures, and some yummy recipes along the way. We would love it if you became part of our YouTube family, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Today I'm going to be shelf cooking my way through these desserts, which means I'm going to use what I have on hand. So a lot of these ingredients will go towards all three of these recipes. I am going to attempt to bring you 3 recipes, so make sure you stick around to the end. I'm gonna just set it out like I would on Thanksgiving. There are many different ways that you could use these recipes. I have a neighbor that provides for the church, and she said she always likes to put things on a platter and take it from door to door, so I might be helping her with that. You could always take it along with you. You could use it as a host gift. You could use it for a holiday gift, but all of these recipes are semi-new to me, and I am super excited to bring them to you. So if you are excited, let's get cooking. We are going to get things started with some dark chocolate pumpkin cream cheese loaf cakes. These could also be brownies, they could be cookies, it could be a regular cake, but I will drop all of the measurements down below. It kind of came to me on a whim and I made it up. So you're gonna need some cane sugar here, and you could use regular sugar if you wanted coconut sugar, but cane works just fine. And then you're going to need some flour and some cocoa. I have whole grain flour and some baking cocoa, and then a pinch of salt in there. Whenever I'm making something with dark chocolate, I always like to add some salt. I do have some dark chocolate here. I'd say about a half cup, but it's really up to how much you actually want to put in there. And then we have a stick of butter here, just regular salted butter. I have 2 eggs and then some vanilla. I'm going to try my best to drop down the vegan versions, or what you could use instead of this if you are vegan and you follow me. And then for the cream cheese topping, you're going to need some cream cheese, about a half block softened. You're going to need some cane sugar once more. You're going to need some egg yolk, as well as some pumpkin puree. Like I said, all of the measurements will be in the description box down below, and make sure you pay attention to how I mix this all together. You don't want that chocolate melting in with the rest of the ingredients. So always remember to mix your dry, and then your wet, and then you are going to mix your cream cheese mixture, and then you're going to bake it at 400 for around 30 minutes, and you will be good to serve.
You knocked me down, swept my feet off the ground, left me on the floor. Hard to resist, got me looking like this, like no one before. 'Cause I must be strong, 'cause this might go on for long. 'Cause I was wrong, and he's always there for you. I keep living alone, way so far from home. Free, but ready to flee from this all. Hard to be standing on your own. Hard to be standing on your own.
Next up is going to be this apple spiced cannoli shells. You, of course, could use a regular cannoli shell if you have access to one. I do not. You could always make them if you wanted. I'm going to throw in some caramel here if you want to use that. They didn't have any other. I'm not really enjoying the ingredients of this caramel, but once in a while it's fine in moderation. So I'm going to use these little shells here. You could use mini pie crust here if you wanted. You could even dip crackers in this if you wanted, but I just wanted something bite-sized that guests at the house could take and put on their plate. So you're going to need some powdered sugar and then some apple pie spice. It's essentially just nutmeg, allspice, and cinnamon. I make my own, and this is all I have left, so that is what I'm using. And then you're going to need some mascarpone. You could also use cream cheese if you have it on hand. I actually froze this a long time ago. It's still good, don't you worry. And this is how it is coming out. I kind of whipped it together because it got a little chunky, but it came out smooth and a little softer than it normally would, so yay. And then I have some ricotta cheese here, as well as some chopped apples. I have some caramel, and the apples and caramel are there for a garnish. But you're going to mix this all together. You will see the powdered sugar kind of liquefies every single part of the inside of the shell. So if you wanted to, you could add some apple pie filling if you wanted it just a little bit thicker. But I liked it as is, and I wanted to save this filling for my prepper pantry. So if you have it on hand, add a few tablespoons in, but it is not necessary. You're going to bake all of these at 400 for around 15 minutes. This is kind of like a cheesecake filling, so you could add an egg to this if you wanted. Again, it's not necessary. It just may change the appearance and it may look nicer. So yeah, I'm going to add everything in here all together, beat it together here, and then fill my little pastry cups.
You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh. You in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, a thunderstorm, a lightning strike, as we hold each other tight. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows.
You will have quite a bit of filling left, so now you are going to bring in a spice cake mix. The rest of that filling, you're going to need a little bit of pumpkin puree and caramel if you want. This is not necessary, but if you want to garnish with caramel, you can. You're going to mix your pumpkin in, and then you are going to mix half of your cake mix in, and then beat that together, and then mix the other half. You will see my $6 Walmart mixer gets a little stressed. So you could use your KitchenAid for this. It's just too heavy and I didn't feel like getting it out. Or you could mix it together with your hand if you feel like getting some muscles today. So you need a like cookie consistency. This kind of reminds me of whoopie pie consistency. I've made those many times in the past, but you're just going to scoop it out and you are going to bake these at 400 for around 13 minutes. And these are going to become some spiced cookies with a cream cheese frosting. All right, my friends, this is the spread. I just did a mock little Thanksgiving so my family could have some, and I invited my neighbor, so we shall see if she comes on over just to check everything out. Like I said, she volunteers at the church, and there's a Thanksgiving parade, and she takes her tray to each person watching the parade, and they pick a little dessert off of it, and I thought that was really sweet, so I'm going to donate a few baked goods and help her walk around that day. I'm really excited to do that. That's a new tradition, so I'm always loving bringing new traditions in here. But those were the cookies, and now this is how those little pastry cups came out. I drizzled them with caramel and called it good. Put a little bit more chopped apple on top. And then this is the chocolate pumpkin cream cheese cake or loaf. I don't really know what to call it, to be honest. It's super delicious, though. You're going to need to wash it down with a glass of almond milk or whichever milk you prefer. And then I did make some peanut butter chocolate clusters. All you do is dunk some peanuts in caramel, freeze it, and then dunk it in chocolate just for some show here. And then those are cookies on the other side. I think this came out really beautiful. I think it would be easy to bring to a Thanksgiving if you needed to, or you could put it in like a grazing tray. I'm super excited about how these came out, and I hope you are too. All right, everyone, that is going to do it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed all of these delicious desserts. Don't forget to hit that playlist link in the description box down below. We will see you Sunday for a brand new video. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative, and we will see you next time. Bye. Can you say bye? Bye. Bye.
But it's all